Go.
Hey, welcome to the team call for tonight, June 15th. And thank you everybody for hopping on tonight. I'm really excited to start with exciting announcement, which is congratulations to Ashley, who today is officially a 2-star diamond coach. So that is like, you're like moving on up, you know, that's a rank that a lot of people don't even ever achieve. So awesome accomplishment, and I'm super proud of you. So between started January as an emerald to June 2-star diamond. So that's pretty awesome. I got mosquitoes everywhere, sorry.
I thought it was a fancy wave you were giving me.
Woo! But congratulations, Ashley, and we are going to be lucky enough to, and she's going to talk to us about Facebook Live pages. So
okay, today it's about Facebook like pages. I'm no expert about Facebook like pages, but I did grow a like page about running completely 100% organically without paying for likes, and currently I have 8,700 likes on that page. So it took a little bit of time to get there, but first I want to say, why should we use a Facebook like page? Well, according to Facebook's policies and procedures, you're really not supposed to be using your personal Facebook page for your business. I think a lot of coaches, when they first start, can get away with using it because they're kind of flying under the radar. But as you start to get more successful, it's important to be using a like page so that they don't, Facebook doesn't terminate your personal page because you're using it against their policies and procedures. But I think as a brand new coach, I think it's completely okay to be using your personal Facebook page while you're growing your Facebook like page at the same time. Because if you created your Facebook like page when you first started as a coach and you started posting 100% over there, you might not have as much traction or followers over there. So what I think is best to do is start your like page and kind of be posting in both places until you can get your following growing on your like page, and then switch over to just using your like page. Why is it important to use a like page? Well, besides the policy and procedures, you can use ads eventually to, if you need to get new followers, boost posts, get, new customers, new outreach, you can use Facebook ads. And I think the best feature is there's an insight button on your Facebook like page that shows you how well your posts are doing. So you can see firsthand what you're posting and see if it's working or not, if you're having good traction. So that way you can kind of tailor your posts to what is working on your page. How do you create a Facebook page? It's really simple. When you're in Facebook, on the right hand or on the left hand side, it's under, I think it's just under pages, and it says create a page, and you just follow steps. Yeah, on the left hand column, it's underneath where you have your favorites, there's a thing that says pages, and you just click pages and follow the steps to create it. What do you call it? This is a completely personal decision. Some people use their Facebook like page just as their first name if they're going to be posting all of their Facebook posts, everything, no matter what they're talking about. They just kind of create a new Facebook page as their name. Some people brand themselves, like me when I started my page. My page was called Running Through Chaos. There's some that have something about fitness or this. It's completely personal depending on what you're going to be posting on your page. I think if I were to do it all over again, I would do it just as my name. But of course, when I started my page, I wasn't really working this business. So I had branded myself into something that now I'm kind of stuck with. But, if depending on how many likes you have, you can start with something. And then if you need to change your name, you can do that. I think until you get to like 1,000 followers, and I think changing your name is a little bit harder. When you do create your Facebook like page, especially in the beginning, it gives you an option where you can invite all of your friends to like it. I suggest you send all of your friends a link to like your page. Facebook will walk you through that. And after you do that, I would periodically repost about your like page on your personal page, because not everybody's going to go over there at first. But occasionally what I would do is I was posting on my Facebook like page, I would share a post from my like page onto my personal page and say, hey, don't forget to check out my like page, or go read this awesome post on my like page. Don't forget to click like while you're there. So it was a way to get followers on my like page. And I would do that probably every couple months. I would share something back on my personal page to get more of my friends to like my like page. And I would also ask people that I was really good friends with, hey, do you mind sharing one of my posts on your page, and ask people to like my page as well. What to post on your like page when you're getting things up and running. I think it's important to follow the social media tips and follow your 3 to 5 things that you're about besides just Beachbody. I think if you're posting just Beachbody stuff all the time, it's going to be too much, and people are going to think you're going to be selling something to them. So choose your 3 to 5 things that you're about outside of health and fitness, and post about those types of things so you can get a wide variety of followers. You don't just have people who are following you because of fitness, but you could invite people to like it if you're into knitting or dogs or this or that. They're all going to get something from it, not just about health and fitness. I think mixing up your content is really important, and making sure that you're adding value. One of the things that I like to do, this falls under how to grow your like page. One of the things that I like to do when I'm growing my like page and trying to get a lot of traction on it is to ask people's opinion on my like page. People, I don't know what it is about people, but they always want to chime in with their own opinion. So if you ask this random question, hey, what do you think about XYZ? Which one would you choose, or whatever? People love to comment on that kind of stuff. And when they're commenting on your like page, it sometimes shows in their news feed that they commented or liked something, which will then reach your traction out further to other people that they're friends with might think, oh, what is this about? I'd like to check this page out. So here are some of the ways that I was able to grow my like page without paying for likes. The first thing is for me, for my personal target market, I created a lot of original photos, like inspirational quotes about what my topic was about. Of course, it was about running, but I created original content that I would then put my Facebook link underneath, stuff that people would find motivating that they would then share on their page. And I think that was something that worked really well for me, because the more people shared my content, the more likes I got to come back to my page. So if you can create original photos, I mean, it's okay to find a photo that you like or a quote that you like and remake it quickly in PicMonkey or Canva, so you make it your own so people can share it. Now, what I don't recommend is finding some awesome cool quote on Google Images and then just blasting your Facebook link on it, because that's somebody else's work. I've always recreated content because it made it original, even if the quotes were similar or different, because there's a lot of different fitness quotes that you see going around, but just make sure you're creating the content of how it looks and putting your Facebook name on it. Another thing that I really liked to do when I was growing my page is I found other like pages that were similar to mine. So if you're doing yours for health and fitness, you might not want to necessarily reach out to other Beachbody coaches because you are in the same business. But say you're a homeschool mom, or you're into Seahawks or knitting or whatever, find other like pages about the same content that you are and reach out to them. I would reach out to them and I would like their page from my like page. So when I was going through my news feed of my like page, I could comment on them and interact with them. They would see who I was. I could form a relationship with them. So that, there were some people that I would message them and say, hey, such and such page, I really like your content. I would love to share your page on my page. Would you mind sharing my page on your page? So it's a way for people to check out a page. So I would spotlight a page like once every Friday. Hey, this page, such and such, is pretty awesome. Go check them out. And in return, a page that was similar to mine would do the same thing. So it's a kind of way to increase both of our likes. We both got something out of it. Hold on, I gotta shut the door. The dog walked in. And also, I always commented on other pages that were similar to mine from my like page, because all the people who were commenting on those photos as well could see my page, and there's a chance that they would click on my link because they might say, oh, what's this cool name? I'm going to check out this page and see what they have to say. So I think really interacting with other like pages that are similar to yours is a really good way to boost your thing. Content and timing is really important when you go through your like page and you see your insights. Find when you're getting the best traction from the time of day, when your followers are actually reading the post, and schedule good value content at that time so that people are liking, sharing, that kind of stuff. I was never afraid to say, hey, like this photo if you worked out today, or, you know, like and share this quote if you think somebody you know could benefit from it. I think it's okay to do that occasionally, not with every post because it's annoying, but occasionally it's okay to ask for somebody to comment, hey, like this, or, you know, share something that did great today, so people get commenting on your page, which will then, Facebook will then show it into more news feeds. Giveaways is another way to get your like page growing. You could do a giveaway of something as small as like a Shakeology cup and a couple samples. You could post it and pin it to the top of your page and say, hey, like this photo, comment below why you'd want to try Shakeology, and share it. And then they would do that, all of those things, and then their friends would see their post and hopefully like, share, comment the same thing, which would then grow your page. Or it could be, you could do a giveaway like that, and then you could say, I'm going to do this giveaway until July 1st. I'll pick from the winner and then give it away. Or you can also say, when I get to 200 likes, I'm going to give this away. Help me by sharing my post, commenting, like, yada, 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 to get more people to give it away, to boost your thing. But I think the best thing about a like page is really your content. If you have content that's worth sharing, I think that is what is going to get people talking about. So think about when you're looking through your Facebook page, what is the stuff that you like to read the most that you would be like, gosh, this is really cool. I really want to share this with other people. That's the content you should be sharing, because that's most likely what your target market is looking for, and they will share, like, comment it as well. And as long as it's original, if it's something that's a photo you created, then they share it. Then if that photo gets shared from their page, it has a link back to you so people can find you. So that's all I really have to say about like pages. I know that's not a ton of information. I think the thing is it just takes a little bit of time to grow it. But if you're consistent with your posts and posting about 2 to 3 times a day, every single day, it will grow organically with time. But that's my contact. That's really short. I'm sorry. It's not the most exciting stuff. Does anybody have any questions? No?
Okay, I have a comment though.
Okay.
You know how we were talking in your group about how like you could win a free inch like on a game or something?
Mm-hmm.
I think it would be a good idea, or a fun idea, to do it like to tell your challengers to make sure that they like your like page, and then invite like 3 or 5 friends or whatever to like your like page too. And if, you know, they do that and they can make trace back, you know, to their friends, then they could win a free inch that week or something.
That's really cool. Yeah, tell them a little bit more about what you're doing with your challengers for your game, for them to win for the Results Number Sunday, so that other people not on the call or not familiar would know what you're talking about.
Okay, so just like, you know, throughout my challenge group, every week we play a game, and whoever wins the game, sometimes it's individuals win and other times it's team members win, but they win like a free inch that week to be counted towards their total loss at the end. Whoever loses the most at the end of the challenge wins a gift. How many inches, not pounds, inches.
Inches. So if they invited other people to like your page, you'd be willing to give them another inch or whatever. That's a really good thing to get people to like your page. I think asking for referrals is a really good way to get your like page growing, because the people who love you in your life may not be ready to join whatever you have going on, but more than likely they love you enough or care about you enough to share what you have going on because they want to support you in any way they can. Even if that means they can't buy a challenge pack or sign up as a coach, they really want you to have success because they care about you as a person. So if you ask somebody, hey, I'm trying to grow this, would you mind sharing my like page on your page? And I've had people do that where they'll be like, hey, my friend Ashley has this great page. You know, if you're a runner or you're into this, check her out and like her page too. So I'm not saying you should spam all of your friends that, but when you're first growing your page, you know, maybe once a week, message five of your really good friends. Hey, do you mind sharing my page? I'm trying to grow it, and, you know, I don't want to have to pay for a bunch of likes. Because I know when I was first starting out, I didn't want to pay Facebook to give me a bunch of likes. I wanted to kind of grow it on my own. And I can say another thing that really grew my page was interacting with other pages. Granted, my page was different. It was all about running, so there was a lot of running pages. And so in the beginning when I first started running my page, everybody kind of interacted together and kind of shared their page because there wasn't a ton of content out there for like running quotes. So anytime I would share a quote from a different page, I would tag that page. And then anytime somebody would share my content, they would tag my page too. So it kind of works back and forth. So finding your niche of somebody who you could have share your information that, you know, where you could share theirs, where it's not going to take business away from you, but it's a way that you guys are both getting something out of it. That's what I really recommend.
Okay, I had to figure out how to unmute myself. I had an idea too that I've been wanting to try on mine page for a while, and I just haven't gotten around to doing it yet. But it's where, like, with your cover photo, you do something, incorporate something on there to where, like, if they, you know, they can click on that for like a free fitness evaluation or something like that. I don't know, I came across that idea from somebody else one time, and I was going to try to do that, and I just haven't done it yet. So I don't really know all the details of what that would be, but.
So that you can make a cool cover photo that shows what you're about, and you could say like, click such and such for more information about your thing, and then maybe in your description you could say, you know, like my page, or leave me your email address.
Yeah, or like, or, you know, for like a free fitness evaluation, so like you could even put in there like a link to like a Google form or something like that, and then they can go fill that out.
I think it would be cool if the link you had was like, it could be like a quiz. Like you could make a quiz, and so not necessarily just like a Google form, but that's really popular right now. And so your cover photo could be, you know, take my free fitness evaluation, whatever. And then the link would be like an opt-in, like your freemium, so that you would collect their email address, but then they would take your fitness evaluation and it would add them to your email list. But I would make it like, just my thought is like a funny, fun quiz, like not even funny, but like less I'm filling out a form to get evaluated and more like, do you drink enough water? And then, you know, have answers like whatever. I don't know. How
like some sort of silly answer, like
wait, I don't know. Like, I have ice in my Coke. Like, I don't know. But then people would, I think, be encouraged to like continue doing it. And the main goal would just be to collect their information, because once you can get their email and start, you know, targeting. I feel bad when I say that. Targeting them that way, then, you know, and that's something you could even place an ad for also, just to try to get people to fill out your quiz, and then you get their email addresses.
Oh, and I did forget to say about Facebook pages and why it's a good idea to use a like pages, because a lot of people, I have a military spouse who's concerned about using her personal page to grow her business. She doesn't want to add a bunch of new Facebook friends to her page because she's nervous about all the stuff that's going on. She feels like military families can be targeted. So she doesn't want to just add random friends to her Facebook page. So using your like page is a good way to be able to control your content, yet still share personal stuff on your personal Facebook page. It's a way to keep it separate if that's what you want to do. So I think that's a really good option. But I still think that when you first start, you should do a little bit of both, because if you're posting just on your Facebook like page, it's only going to get shown in just a handful of people's things. Until you really get a good following on your like page, I think you have to do a little bit of both. Go ahead.
The other thing is that you can promote your event from your like page. And I know we're going to be talking more about it.
Do you have to create the event from your like page or from your personal page?
Create it from your like page, so that when I do my event, the Busy Fit Mom is hosting the event. And so it's from my friends list, but I can promote it from my page. And then that also kind of connects people to the dots of like, oh, you're a coach, and then you have a page. So even if they don't maybe participate in a challenge group, they have my page information. So it's coming from there.
I'll have to try that because the last couple events I've done.
I think that's only like in the last month or 6 weeks that has been an option. But what's cool about that is that people who like your page subscribe to your events. So anybody, like, you could, once you start having them or whatever, I could go to Jasenia's page and I could subscribe. So I'm like, oh, I'm a fan and I want to know the next time she has a challenge. So I'm going to subscribe. Anytime she hosts an event, I'm going to get a notification now. So that's kind of,
is that something that's new? Because I need to do that for my next one.
I only noticed it like literally like 3 weeks ago, and I would guess that it probably hasn't been there much before that. So
Ooh, I don't even know how to do that. I'll have to figure that out. That's really cool. But like today, I hadn't been posting on my like page. I haven't been very consistent. And I knew that once I started posting again, I would have a hard time starting that traction up again. Mm-hmm. Because once you've taken a break from posting and you do finally post, then your stuff just barely gets shown in people's news feeds. So today I posted in my like page and I said, you know, I've fallen off the wagon from posting lately. Stuff in my life has been kind of crazy. And I said, you know, if you're still seeing this post, can you like, comment with hi? So I know I still have some followers. And I said, Facebook makes it really hard to make that happen. And I posted that an hour and a half ago, and I've had 78 people comment on it. So it's a way so I know that I'm getting good traction again before I start posting content again. So,
good idea.
That's people love to comment on stuff. Sometimes you just have to ask them, but people want to talk. They want to talk about themselves more than anything. So yeah, the more you can get people talking about themselves, the better.
They really want to have opinions on your life also.
Oh, so they do. Oh, they love it.
What kind of dog should I get? Or should I cut my hair?
Should I cut my hair? That's like my favorite one because I know I'm not going to do it. And everybody's like, oh, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. That's what every time I post it, I finally told Matt, I was like, look, just know I'm not actually cutting my hair. I mean, I just am saying that.
Or like to pick an outfit, which one's better, A or B? And people are like, oh, yay, let me give my opinion.
Yeah, and it's like, well, I already wore the outfit yesterday, but, you know, you can give me your opinion.
Yeah, people really like to talk about that kind of stuff or chime in. So I think getting people talking and getting them sharing your content is the best way to get your like page going. But I guess I can end the recording if nobody has any more questions.